Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Oops, I'm all caught up. Welcome to Marianne's Mystic Mentions. Welcome to your first half of December readings for every single sign. For those that are new, welcome to my channel. What I do is in my normal format, I will pick a featured sign by going around my zodiac wheel. I usually do it in order from Aries to Pisces. And then Spirit will have me pick right in front of you a highlighted connection. This could be a person, a feeling, an energy that, represents that particular astrology sign. And then I read 4 major categories in regards to that highlighted connection, as well as all of the connections having to do with the featured sign. And then I finish with some oracle cards, okay? So today we're on the beautiful sun-ruled fire sign of Leo. And Leo, I like this time for you a lot. It has great potential for you. Let's just put it that way. It's always our choice, how we're feeling, what's going on, and all that sort of thing. This energy is there nonetheless, and I know a lot of people are feeling a lot of the energies that I've been speaking about, because they're a little more powerful than they've been, certainly when all the planets were retrograding, the latter part of September and October. I'll talk a little bit about the astrology. It always ties in, it really does, and it's important, and I love it, and I'm always an enthusiastic person about that. But I definitely want to say that first and foremost, we're in the sign of, Sagittarius season. It's a birthday month, and it started on the 23rd of November, and it's going strong, and that is a beautiful time for you, Leo, as a fellow fire sign. Sagittarius and Leos, I see them all the time, whether it be romantically connected, certainly friends, work partnerships, family members that tend to, connect more than others are ones like this type of a, coupling, if you will. And it's gorgeous, and it's fiery, and it's fun. And you're this sun-ruled, bigger than life, courageous, heart-centered, passionate personality that can never be, like, I very seldom have met, though I have, Leos that are, quiet and shy. I mean, they're out there for a lot of reasons, but generally, you are the actor, okay, of the zodiac. So you are the really, really magnanimous and generous and just a lot of fun, and so is Sagittarius. So Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. There's a lot of luck and, good things that happen when you hang out with those kind of people. You know what I'm saying? Birds of a feather. That's the kind of energy it is. The two of you working together a lot of times are just having fun. It's just like, it's big, it's expansive, it's adventurous. You like travel, you like new ideas, you like higher learning, which is big for Sagittarian. And then, the Jupiter is about optimism and great opportunities and possibilities. When you put your heads together, it really happens. And so, aside from, of course, it being Sagittarius season, the new moon eclipse, solar eclipse, is going to happen in Sagittarius on the 4th of December, like right at the beginning. So we're already feeling the energies. Like something's going to change, something's going to transform. I can promise you, it could be small and mundane, but that's happening. You may obviously really know about it, and you've already been planning this. You're waiting for the last few aspects or details or the phone call or the messages, which can happen in so many different ways, right? With banks or, loans or, just a romantic pursuit that is like, I wonder how they really feel. Well, you'll know, okay? Truth-seeking sign for sure. You are very much about that too. But definitely Sagittarius. So it's great. It's a great time, but I'm going to pick your highlighted connection, or Spirit is. I'm the conduit for all the messages, and I'm happy to be here to do this. It always excites me and brings me a great deal of joy to do so. So for you, though, the first half of December, Spirit is wanting you to know specifically. Now, I'm going to not use this. It went on Taurus, but I've always made a pact with Spirit that I won't do the same 2 highlighted connections in a row. And it seems like Taurus keeps on coming up. But I know why, and I'll talk about it as soon as I'm finished finding. I'll try one more time. If it does it, we'll do Taurus. If it does it more than once, then that's what Spirit needs to have happen, and that's what we're doing. Ah, Aquarius. Okay. I actually really like that a lot for you. Well, right off the bat, that is your polar opposite. You always are gravitating and you're kind of like really getting each other in your own way. It's a beautiful complementary energy because you fulfill each other's needs in a lot of ways. You've got air and fire, which is phenomenal, beautiful energies together, elements. Aquarius has had Jupiter, the same benevolent, beautiful planet that, rules Sagittarius. It has been in the sign of Aquarius all year and will end on December 28th, I believe it is, when it goes into Pisces. But Aquarius is a majorly beautiful, thinking air element that wants to improve and educate and have the world be a fair place for everybody. And they don't think small either. When they want to do something, they want to do it in masses. They want to help big groups. They're usually the organizers, the leaders, and that sort of thing. They love social life. So do you. They love communicating and ideas and out of the box, kind of entrepreneurial spirit for sure. They are a fixed sign as you are. Very determined, very steadfast in your desires and your ideals and your beliefs. And so that I see this all the time. It is beautiful energy together. So I like that a lot. Uranus is the ruling planet of Aquarius, and Uranus has really been a heavy hitter in the last few months. And I've experienced personally some Uranus energy things going on, like out of the blue, bam. And yeah, it's something to be aware of. It was definitely a big portion of the full moon lunar partial eclipse actually in Taurus that took place on the 19th of November. We're still feeling that. Eclipses are like moons on steroids, right? And they will last for months. So eclipses always run in pairs, so 2 weeks apart. We're still kind of just like getting our sea legs from the full moon, and then this beautiful new inspirational new moon of ideas, and write down those intentions, Leo. This is on. This is really, really it. And you can start the new year with like just hitting the ground running, okay? It's fabulous energy. So I'm going to read the 4 major categories for this highlighted connection, but it's also in reference to all of your relationships, because not everybody's going to understand the Aquarian energy, other than the fact that we have a lot of it happening in the world and in real time. So you're probably really in tune with that, is what I'm feeling. But it's good energy for you. It's also really great, and it's about stepping out of your comfort zone and really making it happen and speaking your mind and feeling fair and just and confident, which you already are anyway. But you can be teachers a lot of times, and this is how you can go about just feeling really, really excited, really, really, really excited about what's coming up. I mean, this is a transformational, life transformational kind of energy. I can't say it. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm stumbling over my words, but hopefully you get where I'm coming from. So let me pick the 4 categories, like I said. The first one is the overall energy that brings you to the reading. Like I said, I'm doing these, I should say. I'm videotaping these the last couple days of November. But that's okay, because honestly, the energies of these eclipses, and they usually bring things in and out very rapidly, or it takes them a long time to reveal the information that they need to share and help us to grow and, and evolve in our lives, is really the purpose of eclipses as well. So overall energy, and if you have not had a chance to watch your end of the month reading of November, please do so. Watch your moon, sun, rising, and Venus, planet of love and passion, and all the things you love so much. Okay, this has come up a lot too. All right, so for the overall energy coming in, you have the 2 of Swords. That's the air element. That's the Aquarian, that's the Gemini, that's the Libra. 2, as in my opinion, more so than any other depiction that I've seen, like the Rider-Waite-Smith decks and things. By the way, I'm using the beautiful Star Spinner Tarot, because you're a star, Leo. Oh yeah, you are. We're all stars. And it just so happens Aquarian represents the star in the deck. you know, our wishes and our dreams, and just hanging in and just making sure that we never let go of those, you know, just like a child, just believing it with everything we are, every morsel of our body, and then achieving it and having it become a reality. But and it's funny because you got the new moon. I think it's new. It's more new than full. But the Two of Swords is perhaps a partnership of some sort. I don't know. When I say love connections of my readings, it's all different forms of love. But I see there is a choice, perhaps, or, you know, maybe, yeah, a little bit of a crossroads at times. What I love about this is that if you take one away, it's going to be the one. It's going to be the ace. It's going to be the beginning. It's going to be the truth. It's going to be power. It's going to be success. It could have to do with institutions. It could have to do with your own mind and how you're seeing and perceiving things. And I know you're confident generally, and even if you're not, nobody knows that. And, you know, we all have times when we're not, but predominantly you really are. Ruled by the sun, I mean, that's everything. It's the power, the energy, the exuberance, the trust, the belief, the courage, the faith, the dignity and pride, and all the things that you represent so well. But this is like you take one away, and whatever choice you make is going to be okay. It's going to be the right one. You're just not 100% there yet, and you will be with this new moon influence. That's a promise. The answers will come. They will be the right answer. And yeah, it could definitely still have to do with a partnership of some sort. So that's kind of cool and beautiful. And that's the Venus influence that's still affecting us. Because yeah, it's a lot of romance happening in the stars. And I, for one, am excited about that. I love feeling that. It's good to always have that feeling of love within you, whether it's for yourself or your work or your family or your pet or your plant or whatever it is. Keep it alive, keep it strong, you know. It's a healing, beautiful, powerful, wonderful emotion and energy. So yeah, interesting. Well, let's just go on with the storyline, shall we? The second category is that of possible blessings or obstacles, maybe pertaining to this choice or this partnership of sorts. And you have the king. Is that the king? Let me get this on here. Nope. Oops. The Nine of Wands. Whoo, baby. Okay. You have been working hard. That's you. The wands are the fire. They're the spirit, the energy, the physicality, the passion behind everything, you know. And we think it, we feel it, but you got to bring it out into the world. Just like sometimes it is our body. You're just like overworking. The 9 is the completion number. So you're thinking so much. You've been working so hard. You've been talking and trying to converse and figure things out in your mind, that you're in the last cycle. You're just around the corner, boy. You got to hang in there. This is the one where you got to hang in there. That's one interpretation. I mean, there's so many, but you're just about to the 10, which is overdoing, overworking, and like saying, that's it. I'm not doing this anymore. I know I have a new methodology. I'm going to delegate. I love being busy. I love being active. I love being in charge. I love being a leader, right, Leo? I know you understand that. But not to the point of detriment, not to where it's going to affect your body or your mind or your soul or your spirit, you know? So that's reminding you, you don't need to get up. You are almost there. You've worked really hard at this point. You are feeling that, and it's just you can almost taste it, okay? And could have a lot to do with the Sagittarius influence of the highlighted connection as a wand, for sure. And then Aries could be part of the picture too. And you may have all of those in your natal chart, so you're just really fired up. You are so ready right now. And I know a lot of us feel that way from this last year and almost 2 years, going on 2 years. It's enough to say about that, but you know what I mean. And this is a time when we've healed, we're mending, we're releasing things we don't want, and we're definitely focused on a new way and a new energy and a transformation of some sort. Third category is that of finances, your wealth, your well-being, that of your family, whatever wealth is to you, right? Certainly money, it's an energy, it's a currency, it is it's beautiful, you know, and we all love it. And it's how we feel and think about it that really brings it into our energy and our life. So for you, your message is the Two of Coins. Well, how perfect, because the coins represent money, absolutely. They're the element of earth. The Taurus full lunar eclipse certainly is earth, the money sign. But Uranus has been in Taurus since 2018 and will remain there for till another 4, 5, 6 years. I don't remember exactly. I think 2025 or 26. So just being very well aware of how you are spending and saving and balancing and keeping that in mind, okay? Because you can be very extravagant, Leo. You're very generous. Right now you're doing great, though. I feel like everything is very well handled. I mean, you did learn a thing or two. I think we all did. I know people did extremely well in 2020 and even this year, but not all of us did. So just being very aware and conscious and practical is what the earth element represents, okay? And once again, there's the two, so it has to do perhaps with a partnership of some sort, an investment made with someone else. The ships are there, you know, you've got, you know, sometimes there's been some rocky waters, right? But it always just comes back. I mean, you know, that is the infinite universe. And that's a reality, and when you realize that as you get older, like myself, it's pretty amazing and beautiful. When things are kind of lacking or so, I hate that. I don't hate it, but I don't care for that word because it's so, you know, telling. It's a mindset, right? Scarcity, lack, all that is a feeling that we bring on, and that creates for ourselves those occurrences. So when things have slowed down or there's less than, just know it's never going to stay that way. It always, you know, changes. So that's what this is about. Just understanding that, keeping the balance. You're doing great. You know, being sensible and practical about your, you know. Now we have Venus, which is also about money. It's also about money. The ruling planet of Taurus, but also in the sign of Capricorn, another earth sign, a very successful cardinal, you know, let's make it happen. Let's go to the next level. Let's find success in any way, shape, or form, because I'm not going to stop till I do. Energy. Venus is in Capricorn for a long stay, so it's going to be in retrograde. During retrograde, we don't want to make the mistake of thinking we're making the best deal ever. Best to wait if you can. Of course, our life goes on. I always say the rule of thumb, in my opinion, and what I've been studying for a long time, is if you are already in the process of a new endeavor, a new, you know, business, a new relationship and all that. It started before the shadow or, you know, certainly the retrograde itself. You're fine, but there might still be changes, but it's okay. There's changes every day of our life. So it's not that detrimental. And like I said, you got to do what's right for you. It's just a word to the wise. That's all. You know, why just hold off a little bit if you can until like latter part of February or beginning of March. Either way, I love that. That's a good sign for me, and I think it makes sense for you. And so the final category is surprises and wishes. And it's always just kind of telling as to what you're bringing into your own environment. This is you. This is what you're manifesting. And sometimes the surprises of Uranus can just truly take us off guard. But they're not all negative by any means. It can be phenomenal. You know, I love surprise parties. You may be having some for your great friends that are Sagittarians, because I know you have a lot of them. Most Leos do. And it's that time. It's party time. It's celebratory time. And the weather in most places, certainly in North America where I am, and you know, in the United States, is ridiculously beautiful. So getting out and enjoying the sun, your ruler for heaven's sakes, and really focusing on your dreams, your wishes, your desires. Your message is, this is crazy. I've been getting this every reading. It makes me so happy. This is the influence of Aquarius, your highlighted connection, representing the star. See the water barrier, the water is the information, the thinker, the communicator, you know, the socialite that wants to share and invoke, you know, positivity and fairness and justice throughout the world. This is big, it's beautiful, it's the best. It's knowing you're never going to let go of your dreams. You don't have to. They may not happen exactly when you want, but there are times of the year when there's potent energies like eclipses or Sagittarian Jupiterian energy, which happens to be in Aquarius until the end of, you know, December. This is fabulous. You're really in connection with that, and something very beautiful can happen. Just believe it and allow it to come in. That's really the long and the short of my messages for you. It's so much a part of that. It is divine intervention. It is co-creation. So that's fantastic. That's a major arcana. And you have a nice assortment. You do have, like many of the readings, the two bookends are about the air and the mind and your thinking and your perspective on things. Then you have the fiery energy of yourself and the pentacles, which is very prominent too, with Capricorn and Taurus being a big heavy hitters at this time. And then we go into, you know, Capricorn season after Sagittarius. But we got a lot of Sagittarius left, so we'll talk about that in the second half of December. I'm going to finish with your 2 oracle messages. The first oracle that I brought out for this half of the month, because I like to switch them up every month, is the wisdom of the oracle. And it's pretty much self-explanatory, but they're very, very insightful, filled with love and inspiration and encouragement and you know, yeah, upliftment. So for you, beautiful Leos, beautiful, fun, gregarious Leos, you have chopwood. Okay, there you go. There's that 9. There's that. You're almost there. Getting it done. That's how I see this. It's 42. It's a 6. 4 plus 2 is a 6. 6 is balance. 2 of Pentacles, money, your life, your daily, you know, everyday endeavors, experiences, work, relationships, personal life, you know, all those things. And guess what? We're going into a 6th year, so it's just a little preview of how that emphasis will be this whole year, and it'll feel more relaxed. But in the meantime, chop wood, okay? So let me read to you what it says specifically. Did you see that? I don't know if you saw that. I love the illustrations. It's a beautiful deck by Colette Baron Reed. She's amazing. She's made so many. I admire her, and I just love to use her decks. So 42 should be right about in the middle, a little bit towards 40. Okay. The essential meanings: being grounded. That's a lot of the emphasis that we've been talking about. In everyday experience. Humility. Oh, humility is so important too, right? I mean, we don't have to always be right, Leo. We don't. We've got to feel good. We've got to feel we're doing our best, you know. We're heart-centered with what we're doing. And, you know, we keep learning. The Oracle's message: there are times when the big dream is meant to lie dormant in your consciousness so that you can pay attention to the simple chores in your life. Consider why pruning a tree is the forerunner of delighting in the beautiful blooms. What a beautiful analogy, right? It's true. You do have to care to it, and you have to do the details and all that. And that's not something you're afraid of. I could see this happening for you and understanding that more and more in your life. Well, when it is in full blossom, the mundane act of pulling off dead leaves, watering the soil, and then leaving it to let nature take its course is an important step in manifestation. Taking your attention away from your goal brings you in a state of receptivity. And that's huge as well. You know, it's important to, that's a huge energy of water elements. You may have water in your chart, your natal chart. You can always look that up. But yeah, being receptive and just kind of feeling the flow and whatnot of life. This is the deeper purpose for releasing attachment. When you engage in everyday tasks in a meditative, contemplative way, you clear your energy to receive your aha moments, which bring you ever closer to what you seek. And that's exactly what I was saying. This coming year is going to be more about that. It's going to be more collaborative energy than it has been in a long time, but these last 2 years has really been a forefront runner for that, or instigating that type of thing for so many reasons. And it's beautiful because, yeah, I can do things alone. I know you can, for heaven's sakes, but I know that you prefer to collaborate and then be, recognized for it. It's real. So, but no, this is a time to really do that. And with Capricorn, and the whole aspect of any planet that's in retrograde is introspection, and that's what it's saying. A time to really think about everything that matters on this practical plane, and from the ground to the relationships, to yourself, to your deepest emotions and devotions and that sort of thing. It's really a good time, and I love that. And then you've still got that fast-paced kind of let's have fun and adventure, and let's imagine. The Sagittarian has that arrow. They just point it and they shoot for their goal and destination, and they get to it. And they love to travel, and they love all sorts of things. They're fun. They're just so much fun. So your last category, your last message is the Super Attractor Manifestation deck. I love so much. And it's creating and manifesting the life that we choose. And I think you're really good at this as well, because you have the heart and the passion behind what you do. Like, nobody really can be more passionate than you. I'm serious. It's a real thing. And that's what brings things into our reality. It's part of the very important ingredient of law of attraction. So your final message, beautiful Leo. Ooh, there's the red. Ooh, there's your passion. There's the fire. My super attractor power comes from how I feel, my faith and love. Got to have that love in there, right, Leo? And the joy I put out. Absolutely. Every one of those. I use this as a mantra and, affirmation. You could say over and over and over, and just feel the stress kind of, melt away, and just know this is how it works, okay? So scream it to the mountaintops, do your thing, sing it. And have a beautiful first half of the month. I will be back for your second half of the month reading. Hopefully I'll get these out. And yeah, I'm grateful you're here. If you liked what you saw, thumbs up would be super. And, share it. Tell people. You can become a follower by subscribing. It doesn't cost anything, I promise. It's just a very, very kind and generous, supportive gesture. So I love it, and I wish you the best always. Until next time, take care. Bye for now.